Hey everybody, it's Bill Cecil again with your tip of the day. Hey, today's tip is that in the classroom, you're going to be expected to play 3 very important roles. Actually, you're going to play many roles as a teacher. It reminds me of the story I used to read, Caps for Sale, where there's this peddler selling all these caps or hats on his head, and there's this monkey that kept messing with him. Well, in the classroom, you're going to be asked to play many roles, even every day. You might have to be, for example, play the role of the parent, or the cheerleader, or the motivational speaker, or the coach, or the boss. I mean, you're going to play many different roles in the classroom. But I want you to focus on 3 very important roles that I know for sure you're going to play in the classroom. And the first one, obviously, is teacher. I mean, that's what they're paying you for. They're going to pay you to come in and to teach the curriculum, to teach the kids to believe in themselves so that they can learn, and to actually to be able to problem solve and to take tests and to communicate their learning in different ways. It's a very important role, obviously. That's what you've gone to college for. That's where you've spent most of your time studying. That's what the administration is going to be really looking, and the parents are going to be looking really hard to make sure you're doing your job well as a teacher. First role, teacher. Second role, and this may be the most important role in my opinion, it's role model. I mean, if you think about it, in my classroom, even if none of my kids aspire to become a teacher or to even go to college, every single one of them is going to grow up to become an adult. In fact, I've been told that kids during the school day or during the school year see their teachers and other adults in the building more than they see their own parents during their waking hours. And so we're role models to these kids. And they're like little caterpillars watching us, waiting to become butterflies as adults. So they're watching us, these little kids, little caterpillars, you know, looking at us like, what's it going to be like? What's it going to be like? They want to know, what's it going to be like to be an adult someday? Even the high school kids, a little bit more casual, you know, what's it going to be like? What's it going to be like? But they're watching us. They're watching everything we do to see what it's going to be like, to see how we handle problems, how we handle day in and day out situations, how we handle celebrations. All these different things, they're watching us. So it's important that we're good role models. Hopefully they're seeing somebody come in the classroom every day that's living their life with passion, with purpose, with vision, and most importantly with integrity. But please know that not only are you a teacher, but you're also a role model. And the third one, and this is very important for Best Year Ever, and all of these things I'm talking about with the leadership and the classroom management that I'm trying to get you to use in your classroom. And that is, I want you to see yourself as a leader. I mean, if you think about it, every great cause in history has had a great leader. Every great cause has had a great leader. Somebody who had a grand vision that was able to enlist others to join in that vision and then had a doable plan to take them to where they needed to go. Every great cause has had a great leader. Martin Luther King Jr., the Civil Rights Movement. President Kennedy, Race to the Moon, the space program. Gandhi, to eradicate the caste system and make the untouchables touchable in India. Mother Teresa, to bring love, compassion, and awareness and aid to the poor around the world. Every great cause has had a great leader. You have to be the leader in your classroom. Where are you going to lead your team this year? You have to think about where you want to lead them because you are the leader in your room. I want you to see yourself as a leader, as a teacher, as a role model, and as a leader. And I think there's 4 vital questions you have to ask yourself as a leader with a team to lead. And the first one is, do you know where you're going to lead your team this year? Because if you don't know where you're going, how are you going to get them there? How are you going to get your team where they need to go? And are you excited? The second question, are you excited about where you're leading your team? Because if you're not excited, how can you get anybody else excited about your vision? And the 2 follow-up questions, number 3 and 4, make sense. Once you know where you're going to lead your team and you're excited about where you're going to lead them, then how are you going to get your team to know where you're going to lead them? And how are you going to get them excited about where you're going to lead them? And I'll talk more about these things in future tapes. But today I want you to realize you're going to play 3 very important roles in the classroom. And that is, you're going to be a teacher, a role model, and a leader with a team to lead. Give this a shot. Give this some thought. It will make a difference in your teaching. It will make a difference in helping to build a winning team in your classroom. I guarantee it. Hey, and remember, best year ever. You have the power to make it happen.